Oh, yeah, no,
you.
no.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah! So we've got to get this party started, but I want to let you know that it's really important to use the audience, that you're really supportive of what's happening on stage. We've worked so hard for months and months with all these 4 different themes that the 7th graders are doing to write, to craft, to rehearse, to all this work so we can present our words to you. So it's really important that you lean in, you listen to what the words that we're saying, and that you support us on every moment. The first, we have 7-1 is going to go first. We have the whole scene. They're going to bow, and they will leave. And then 7-2 will come out, and they will go through all their stuff, and they'll bow. And then, so 7-1, give it up for time divided by 7-1. Let's go.
Oh, is this day ever going to be over? 11:13, cool, we're almost done. Wait, 12:17? What the? Okay, class, to start finishing up. It's almost 12:40. But it was just 11:13.
Hey Ray, what time is it?
1:13?
That's weird, I thought we ended class at 1:05.
Yeah, we're supposed to. 1:40?
Yeah, there's definitely something weird going on. The clocks are probably just malfunctioning.
Oh, yeah. Miss Harper, the time is 1:40 and we should be in our next class.
No, dear. We get at 1:20.
What do you mean?
My watch says it's 1:05. Wait, now it's 1:57? What's happening to my watch?
If you don't believe me, then look at the clock. It's 1:40.
What nonsense. Distracting your class is unacceptable. Go to the front office now. Just go with it.
Miss Harper.
Now!
Still the same scene.
Ugh, this is crazy. Why wouldn't she listen to us?
Why is that door glowing?
This day just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Let's go see.
That's odd. Do you see that figure?
Yeah, let's go check it out. Whoa!
This place is amazing.
You! Who are you?
We just came in here because the clocks are acting strange. Who are you?
I'm afraid I can't tell you. If you keep asking, I'm gonna have to silence you. Good. They're gone. I can finally get to work now. I will steal all the time and dominate the earth. I must stop her. I can't let you do this.
Whoa, Ray, that was so cool.
That was terrifying.
What do we do?
This evil woman needs to be punished. Let's take her to the police.
Okay, and we can see if time is normal again.
Sounds good.
Police, we found this woman trying to steal something.
Something huge.
If you have nothing in evidence, I'm afraid I won't be able to help.
It's true. I did try to steal something. Something awful. Time. It drives a woman crazy. Imagine having something so grand. Yes, I have come to terms with my fate. Arrest me!
It can mean many things. Running out too much, the way of the universe. All this contained in one word.
It can mean life or death, the spaces in between. It could feel long or short. It can mean almost anything.
Just
Still,
4 letters.
this one word.
Just 4 letters that symbolize everything. Rotting, moving, growing. Still just one word.
The entire universe to the life of an ant, described by this one word.
This one small word.
From an abstract concept to a specific situation, this one word.
How can it describe the things we know? How can it describe how we live and grow?
What it comes back to do to us, the progression of civil rights and climate change.
What becomes different and what stays the same, they can all be put under one name. The passing of a class, the passing of a game.
What we lose and what we gain. The passing of happiness and pain. All in this one word we say. But what could possibly be this name?
This word describes the passing of the day, the passing of the universe, the things we throw away.
How does this word describe how far we go? Everyone has a boat they row. Who hits a rock and cannot float? Who goes down early will never know.
In different contexts, it can be complex or simple.
Birth, life, and death. This word can mean your last breath or your first. The world and the universe. What could this word be? Time!
Some say it changes, some say it's fixed, some say it's folded over like a pile of sticks. I met someone who said it was dumb, didn't abide by it as a rule of thumb. It shapes our society.
Rules and inhibitions cause stress, rush, and gives him ammunition.
I say it's flowing, rushing past like a river.
Sweeping things away, certainly not a giver.
It sneaks through the mind, enveloping the senses,
Operating ruthlessly under false pretenses.
But it loses itself in its chase of us, as we again and again throw it under the bus.
We blame it for mistakes, laziness, and slow parents.
And it just has to grin and bear it.
And yet successes hinge on this abstract concept.
Something that is neither tangible nor possible, but quite a precept.
The way it ties us together like birds of a feather is quite reassuring, of course.
And yet it's restraining, ever so draining, and quite a formidable force. And so here I stand, rhyming and chanting like a loon, trying desperately not to sound like a buffoon.
But I do have one question to ask of you.
If you could get rid of this tiresome view, the removal of which is long overdue.
Would you?
When I'm gone, it will be there.
When I was born, it was there.
It was there when it was nothing. It is nothing. And also, everything.
We fall into its orderly patterns.
Commanded by its presence.
Everything we do is because of it.
We are trapped in its tidy
Neat.
Loop.
But what if someone stepped out?
Tore through the fence.
Knock down the barrier.
Stepped
out of the circle.
There's running circles around us.
Swimming through waters we've never known, climbing up mountains we have never seen.
Jumping through space and leaving us behind.
It would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
But, I suppose,
You would be quite alone in that world.
And nobody wants that.
The passage of moments that measure our lives. The beats, the cadence.
What we live by.
Too much, too little. Our lives must.
Always waiting, always thinking, never giving a break. It's always right there, walking beside you, riding on thoughts, sitting astride you.
Holding on right that control your lives. Mind, leaving at the last moment. When you wish you had less, you have too much there.
But when you most need it, it's gone in thin air. The tricksy spirit slips out of your grasp, into the wind, onto the grass.
Held by no class, yet bound by definition.
Forced down, forced into submission. Spanning all races, spanning religion.
The unbreakable. The beat of our lives. The passage of moments. The passage of time. Ever changing, but everlasting.
This concept could be referred to as saving or wasting. The thing that influences our counting, our scheduling, our arranging. Every moment in the day corresponding to a task in the making.
When night is coming, we count the hours until we are sleeping.
When we are thinking, we have shorter to do something, it's overwhelming, so we are often pre-scheduling.
This day is long, you are saying.
Is it a feeling? Are the classes boring?
Or the starting and ending, parts of the day, too far away for your liking.
How do you know how many months are passing? Is it the maple leaves browning?
Is it the days that you are telling until the sports games you are playing, until you have an idea that's groundbreaking?
How do you know when this occasion is coming? Do you know because you are counting?
The days,
The hours?
The minutes?
Until you are succeeding?
in living, in the dreams that you are achieving. What would our lives be like without years?
Nights? Decades?
Would we be falling, breaking, destroying, or simply living?
Every person that is breathing is summing, adding, computing.
The ages until soaring, flying, up or down. North or south, heaven or hell, they're fitting anything into their living.
Because how is one really known?
How many eras they have worth maintaining until they are caught by the spell of passing, knowing
Knowing
false,
false,
wishing true.
Calling upon dreaming that the moment for leaving will come later. But how does one know when they are finishing, concluding, closing?
Is it the sky coloring?
Or the hour on the clock that's ticking, or the spaces under your eyes that are darkening.
I know when this class is ending.
For some it might need cropping, for some it might end too early, but how would that affect me?
The measuring, the organizing of any other thing,
Or will the other events just be adapting, affecting, changing to the new arranging?
But how would that affect our minds, our emotions? I don't know.
this kind of thinking causes my sanity to be slowly deteriorating.
So I guess I'll be stopping until the
Till the
day
day
our
my
questions no longer need answering.
I will be waiting.
Oh hey, what's wrong?
I come bearing bad news.
Oh no, what happened?
Your brother just died in a car crash.
But how?
He went to the market this morning. He never made it back. I'm so sorry, Vanessa.
Is this Peter's clock? He'd want me to have it.
One day before, again, but I can't interfere, not yet.
I'm going to the market, guys. I'll be back in an hour.
Okay, bye! Wait, no. This can't be happening. His funeral's Friday. Wait, Peter! This must be a dream. It has to be. I come bearing bad news.
What? More?
What do you mean more?
You told me yesterday that Peter died.
No, he died today, just an hour ago.
I must have dreamed of it happening. Ring, 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 ring. I'm going to the market, guys. I'll be back in an hour. Wait, I've heard that before. Peter! Peter!
Yesterday, the third time.
Ring, ring. Ring, 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 ring. I'm going to the market, guys. I'll be back in an hour.
Wait, Peter!
Where are you going in such a hurry?
I have to save my brother.
That could be a problem.
Crash! Peter! Crash! Peter! Crash! Peter! What is happening?
I can help you.
Who are you? Have I seen you before?
On time, of course.
How is that possible?
I'm a goddess. I can control time, and I can get you out of this time loop.
Time loop? What are you talking about?
As I said, I am a goddess. You caused the time loop with the magic clock you found in your brother's room.
Magic? Is this a dream?
No, that item was magic and caused a time loop, and I am here to save you.
Please do, but what about my brother?
I'm afraid we can't save him.
Yes, we can!
No, his time has run out.
Please, just give me 5 minutes with him.
Fine, 5 minutes. Time is precious, you know, and it will come at a cost. You will be forced to relive the crash one last time.
Peter! I'm
hey.
so glad to see you.
Oh, hey, Vanessa.
Please, can you promise me something?
Of course.
Just don't drive anywhere.
What?
If I tell you bad things could happen.
Is this some prank?
No, just promise me.
Sure, Vanessa. Whatever.
Crap.
Peter's death was one of the constants in the universe. If changed, the world could dissolve, the Earth's timeline could be forever altered. Never ever mess with time.
Sneaky and evil, good, but also second class. And watch it, always. It is the powerful force keeping us in line.
When we lunch, when we dinner, when we breakfast, when we smoothie, when we wake, when we sleep, and when we fall, just rotting, letting the days fly by. Moving ever so slightly and controlling us 24/7.
It has the power to choose whenever we do anything. Yet we can also control it. If we just try to give up on it, we could live without it.
So just get rid of your watches, your iPhones, your iPads, and your microwaves. It's powerful, but stoppable. Invisible, but yet touchable.
Frequently it will change, its hours will shift and alter every single person's day.
It's a delicate strand of the universe. Do you want anything to do with this?
Find it. I thought I had it, and now it's gone. It's something we all should have more of. It's not created, it's not drawn. I try to find what's right to use it, but end up wasting it instead. When you're out, you're dead.
You have it when you're on a plane, you have it when you're by yourself, but not when you're installing a shelf. You can buy it, you can find it, you can even ask for it, but not a whole lot of people can get it. It's so precious, people waste so much of it and other people need it more. I don't understand it, there's enough to go around, but not a whole lot of it is being used correctly.
When it restarts, we restart. It stops, we stop. And then it starts all over again. We have to be careful, as we can get away without us knowing. Why do some people understand it, while others don't?
How come it controls how we live life? It can sneak up on you if you're not careful. We have to be so careful when it comes to handling it, and many of us are very wasteful. How come it controls, how come it can't end? How come we can't get more of it when we want to? It
ends so quickly, and it sometimes ends, and it takes a while to end when we aren't enjoying it, but it flies by when we're having fun.
It's over before you know it. It controls how we think. It controls our emotions daily. Why does it control how we communicate with one another when we're in a rush? It controls how we manage stress. It controls when we celebrate holidays each year. It controls how and when we can be with our loved ones. When people are born into this world, and when people leave.
Why don't people realize that life is short and you need to make the most of it? It's a non-renewable resource. It's as valuable as cash.
But people don't treat it like money. The essence of motion, when we pass this as I speak, the passing of our last breaths. As the activities we need to do pass by us, the more fun we have, the faster it moves.
As we work, the day goes by.
Day by day,
Week by week,
year by year.
It changes us.
the appearance of the seasons,
Our aging, our growing, how we grow through challenges, it's telling us when to go to bed,
And when to wake up.
when to get ready for the day,
helping us through challenges,
and destroying us with not enough of it, us hoping to have more of it, needing reassurance that we have it.
but not when we don't, being insecure about the amount of it that we have.
Why do we even have it? Why has it changed us in such weird ways?
The whole idea is just a social construct, but why?
And why do we have time changes? Yes, it's because the earth is spinning, but why?
Did it change how we view the world?
Our tasks?
I wish it didn't exist.
It is such a weird concept. But why?
It's something we cannot touch, something we cannot feel, yet it's there.
Waiting somewhere we can't comprehend, letting minutes tick by, while people evolve, places change, and the world keeps spinning.
This thing never stops. It created us all, and everything we've come to know and love. We can't pretend it's not there. We can't imagine a world without it. It sits there as the world crumbles.
People change, places fall, and new ones rise in their place. We need to live, to breathe, to think.
Yet we don't discuss it.
Don't think of it.
We let it sit and rot.
Until it one day might stop. What am I? Tick, 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 tick.
The only constant we have.
A second.
Soon to be a minute,
which will in turn be an hour,
A day.
a week.
A month.
a year.
But what if it didn't?
What if the seconds stop turning into minutes, the minutes stop turning into days, the years stop passing by oh so quickly?
With everything permanently. Pause,
Would this reality, so carefully constructed, collapse?
or we all keep going. Now, liberated, without this untouchable concept controlling every moment of our lives.
Would we finally be freed?
Or would we, without a routine to follow, simply stop? No longer able to function, reduced to nothing but aimless souls trapped in the human body, falling into the holes left behind by our society.
We are being dangled from a string, unknowingly manipulated.
Nothing but puppets.
Or for the enjoyment of who, exactly?
No one knows.
No one knows why we trap ourselves inside these limits.
Why not break free?
Why not defy the hours and the minutes? Could we live forever if we didn't know how long forever was?
The clocks move forward together, starting over and over and over, until each one eventually dies and is replaced.
Like we all inevitably will be.
We'll never know.
We'll never know what it's like to live without this concept that makes us constantly ask when.
Because we are all too scared.
Because it is true.
We are born to die.
Life is but an hourglass.
Though each slightly different than the last.
Grains of sand rapidly falling.
From the moment we enter this world.
Until everything ends.
Tick, tick, tick.
Do you
Hear it, it is always there, and it always will be.
The clock ticks back and forth on the wall, and the flow goes and comes. You can feel it shift as you wait, talking, waiting.
A construct unseen, but spoken often. It affects our schedules and what we do. Win. Everything controlled by an invisible force. It ages, it kills, it births.
An uninvisible system that passes, slows, speeds up, and in all the wrong moments. Seconds, minutes, hours. The faint ticking sound passes through your ears as you know you're running out. From the moment you are born, you start to run out.
It comes, it goes, and it rarely lingers. The sky, the moon, the stars revolve around it. It tells the stars when to shine and when to dull. Different everywhere, and yet the same.
Across the world it is dark, and yet here it is light. Without it, everything would collapse. The when factor, gone.
And as I stand here and speak, it passes. Seconds, minutes, hours, not just numbers or words. A fabric unseen, untorn. To travel back is impossible. It has sealed itself with no return.
On your wrist, on the wall, in your mind. Hard to tell, but easy to see. Spoken, digital, battery operated. And yet, it is different for all. Some are late, but some are early. Next, last, now.
Before it, people tried to create it with the sun, the moon, the stars. Who would tell us if the hours suddenly skipped forward, but it was still light out? Late, but bright out. Who would tell us, though it does happen?
Every 6 months we lose an hour. It's dark earlier, light sooner. As you wait, the tick-tock sensation flies through your head.
The hour is looming. Dread, but soon it is over. Nothing to think about. What will you do when your days are empty, plain? A new event will fill your mind, consume your thoughts. As you wait, excitement now, dread gone. What was once a dream is now reality.
Meanwhile, the concept lures us in. We create ideas for when, next, now. If we fell out and stopped using this concept, would we be numb? Who would tell us?
Our entire existence is pointless. In this world, it's all about when. The beginning was unknown. It varies from person to person. But the end will be known. We will know. That will be the only saying of it. The beginning, no one was there to witness. But in the end, it will be chaos. We will all know when it is the end. There will be no doubt. When the world erupts into chaos, we will know. The world we are in now revolves around it. Everything planned based on it, a disruption, would mean utter chaos.
Confusion, wasteful, never knowing what to do with.
Beautiful, awesome, so much of it.
The concept of life comes in periods.
Flashes, comes in an instant.
Sunrise, sunset.
What people look forward to. Exact.
Sharp.
Spot on.
On the dot, on schedule.
It's a moment. An opportunity. Infinity and beyond.
A sequence, a phrase.
The tempo of your day.
Split second, minute. To the minute, to the second, every second counts.
Yeah, awesome.
In case you didn't know, there is an invisible force that controls your day's every move. But there are other invisible and powerful forces that don't want me telling you what they do. So I'm not going to, and I'm instead going to keep rambling on like I already did. So, this invisible force is very, very useless and pointless, and is overall just hogwash and rubbish. However, this force is only a mere concept and exists in our minds and brains.
It controls everything when we wake up in the morning or at night. What we do for life, how we make our daily decisions. I, personally, think that we should just ignore it and continue with our lives in an everyday manner. This concept only causes pain, struggling, and distraction. If we lived our lives free of this invisible force controlling our every move, we'd be free to do whatever we felt like. It would be some kind of paradise, or a safe haven. I assume there are some people who live without this invisible force.
But those people live far away in their own world of sorts, and they are called hobos. Each morning I feel the invisible noose tightening over my throat more and more, until someday it will break my flimsy little throat, and I will finally float freely through the fields of paradise. Okay, I know you're all thinking how amazing that connection was. Well, move on, turn off your thinking, and just relax and listen. You can get rid of this invisible force that controls your lives every day. All you have to do is get rid of your sundials, watches, chronometers, microwaves, and shower heads.
You know what? Just get numbers out of your life. I don't want to see no calculators, calendars, printers, photocopiers, and none of those god-awful numberable gadgets. Well, after that little rant, I've just been thinking how much I've talked about this invisible force in this monologue. You must feel like you should do something about these chains that bind you to the track you ride on. Trapped and trapped in the cart that rides and rides until you fall into the swirling abyss of nothingness.
I'm sorry. I have been rambling. I shall stop.
Hello, everyone. Who hast been and they doth all yonder? Ever whence I came from Voidal Passage. I've been scarred from yet every wander. I wish it was not so.
As the years or days or centuries pass, I walk in my cage. I watch as the grass grow ever-changing, yet I canst interfere. My eternal prison doth not run away, it stays forevermore, and gives me no hope of thy way out.
I saw in the times of change the wars of flame and the not-so-everlasting peace. The cycle of hate and despair will continue the barrage until the realm can't last it no more.
Humanity doth do this to themselves, though they may not realize it so. They are the pepper of base blackened, yet the savior of the salt they be. They
wander in the circles they create themselves.
Yet no one suspects a thing. Oh, how I wish I could tell them the mistakes they make oh so often.
Okay, I should get ready for my math test.
Oh no, a reminder on my phone?
Wait, I have a monologue due? What do you mean? I thought I had to do it until later. I already have so much work to do. How do I fit with my schedule?
Maybe I can just email Keith and get an extension?
Actually, no. Then my mother would find out and murder me.
Maybe I could just get some ice cream now, do it all later?
Nah, that's such a bad idea.
Alright, it's just not that simple, is it?
I have a monologue due, and I need to do math homework. I have a math test soon. I have a science test I didn't even study for. I need to write this monologue, but what about?
I know it's supposed to be about the class theme, but we don't have a moment left to write it.
You know what?
This sounds like an issue for future us.
Why do we have this concept? Then again, do we need it? With its existence, everything feels so limited.
So much to do, so little time. If we were even going to have this concept, why not make it accurate? After all, we have an extra day in February just to keep it accurate.
What if we didn't have this extra day in February? How fast would our clocks go completely crazy? Why does this concept make our lives feel so short? Some are on this planet longer and some shorter.
Some have left Earth. Who named the months and days of the week? Life is too short to stare at the clock all day. Speaking of which, we don't need daylight savings.
No one wants to lose an hour of sleep, especially on a school night. It's nice to gain an hour of sleep later in the year, but I would have rather used that hour for sleeping a few months ago. They say time is money. If that were true, I'm sure we'd all be billionaires by now. What do others think of this concept? What do the adults think? Can we all agree it has some, if not a lot, of flaws? Society really does change in a couple of years. Look at phones, for example.
First we had landlines, and now we have iPhones. Wired headphones to AirPods. Small black and white TVs to huge color ones. What is this concept trying to tell us other than a number on the hour or minute?
I don't think we'll ever know.
I am here, just like I always have been. I'm your beginning, your end, and your life, everything in between. I was the cause of your birth, and I will be the cause of your death.
You value me above all else and curse my name. You wish for more of me and less of me.
You waste me. Kill me.
Save me.
Ban me.
Until there is nothing left.
But I care not for you. You are more life than I bring out and snatch back, another light extinguished at the end of the day. This is not your fault, nor it is mine.
Your lifespan is finite and short, and it must end at its due. I am merely the messenger, the giver, the taker, the unit you measure your life by.
You know me better than you know yourself. know me better than I know you. You are nothing to me, but I'm everything to you.
And when I've taken you back, and when I've taken everything, nothing will be left except me. I will still be there, standing, waiting, floating in the air, ready to give and keep and take and let go.
And with my help, new worlds will blossom into existence. And with my help, life will grow and thrive on these new worlds, changing and adapting and creating.
With me helping, everything
And with my help, that life will run out. With my help, those worlds will explode. They will burn. They will freeze. They will wither into nothingness.
With me helping, everything is born and created. With me helping, everything will fade and die.
Who am I? The mirror image of humanity, of alteration and renewal. I'm only the most important concept in your life. I am your life, and I am your death.
And I will always be here. I'll always be creating, nurturing, murdering the universe. And I will always be waiting.
Okay, curtain call. Go, 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 go. 7-1, let's go.